how many levels of just like crazy futuristic is Elon Musk?
How they're wanting to do this, though, is he's basically... Oh, and you can see it actually in the background here in this video that you got. So that white thing above the guy in the back here, in the background,
right there.
That's actually a robot or a prototype for like an AI robot that will actually do the installation. The thing's about this big around, so it's probably about the size of a quarter.
Yeah.
And like this thing is going to go in and basically drill out a hole in the skull so that this thing can be inserted on top of it, and it's going to close that gap essentially. Which
he's not only building a brain implant; he wants a robot to do it.
Yes, because the wires that have to be inserted are so tiny. Like he's saying, basically only a machine's going to be able to do this accurately every time. It's got to
be so precise.
Yes.
He like invents a thing to control your brain with a microchip, but then like a robot has to do it. Like that's like 6 different levels.
I know, it's awesome.
Yeah, it kind of is pretty cool.
There you go. There's
no, that's not gonna happen.
That's what we needed to see. I was waiting for you to pull up that. That's what it's gonna look like. You're gonna have a hole basically in the top towards probably the back of your skull.
I don't like this at all.
And I don't know. I mean, I'm sure it's sealed really well. But man, that just seems like one very vulnerable spot now on your head.
He says in a lot of ways it's kind of like a Fitbit in your skull with tiny wires, Musk said.
Yeah, that's basically what he wants to do.
I'm not down with this. I don't want to sit in front of this bizarro robot thing that sticks a microchip in my brain so that I could have
It's also going to be like an outpatient thing too. Like you'll be able to go in the morning and be out of the hospital in the afternoon with your microchipped brain.
Just walking around like bloop, 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 bloop. I think there should be a law. If this is used to cure you of a disease, a pretty serious disease, okay, that's one thing. But I don't want to put things that can control your brain. It said it could make neurons fire just for the convenience of like what?
He was also talking about being able to play music in your head too, or take a phone call.
That's just such a trivial... See, if they end up inventing this and it ends up backfiring or there's side effects, people are going to feel really dumb for sticking a foreign object inside the most important organ in your body so that you can listen to music in your brain. Like, that's just so unnecessary.
I mean, and he was talking about like telepathic...
If you end up paralyzed because you wanted to listen to freaking iTunes in your brain, you're not going to be thinking this is so cool.
But you'll be able to have like telepathic conversations with your buddies.
So other people could hear what you're thinking.
I guess. I mean, that's kind of what I got out of it, is like, how does that work? So you're going to be able to like potentially hack somebody's head?
Yeah, or what if it malfunctions and you're like sitting in a meeting at work and then all of a sudden your thoughts, like the barrier breaks, or like you have a virus or something, and everyone can hear what you're thinking and you can't turn it off. Like, that'd be a nightmare.
And then people who don't like run the updates on their brain, and then they're like glitching out and stuff.
Imagine you augment your brain with this, and then like you said, that like a new update comes out or like a new version comes out, and now that you like, are you less human than the people who have the new one? Like, what would this say about like classes in society? Like, some people's brains would be able to do stuff that other people's brains couldn't do, like, and they bought it. Like, didn't that make you...
Well, yeah, it's just going to be a different version of like your phone.
Yeah, but it's your brain. Like, how do you, like, if I'm taking like the LSAT or the SAT or med school exam, like, how do you know I'm not using my brain implant or something?
Well, at some point, I think we're just going to be able to load information that way, I would think.
We're going to go into like H.G. Wells' world where there's like 2 types of people who have like upgrades and people who don't.
Probably. That's kind of that would be more the direction I see it going, because this isn't going to be a cheap thing, and it's not something your insurance is going to pay for unless you have some sort of a condition. And then again, it's going to be, I would assume, different levels of it. Like, some of it's just to like fix your paralysis, where other ones are going to have like those extra features.
Yeah, I don't like it. Well,
that's where we're going. We're definitely getting those before we get flying cars. Like, I would put money on that.
Man, like I said, I don't know if Elon Musk is Tony Stark or if he's a Bond villain, because this is some wacky stuff, man. This is well, I don't know if you're. I'm gonna get a lot of Elon Musk hate on this video. Okay, moving
I don't.
on.
I don't think he's a Bond villain. I think honestly, he probably has the best intentions with this.
I
Could this be turned into a lot of evil things, though? Yes.
Yeah,
Definitely,
I do too.
yeah.
But Elon Musk isn't his. Once you invent this, he's not going to necessarily be in control of it.
Mm-mm.
It's going to be like the app store inside your head.
The thing is, if he's doing this, he's probably not the only. Like, I don't know. I would almost venture to guess the government probably already has something along these lines. Then.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that. I mean, all these like crazy people that think of microchips in their head might be true.
Yeah,